Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be planning the week of March 31st to April 6th in my memory planner, and I'll be using Rugrats from ScribblePrintsco. This was, I believe, probably like the first few pop culture kits she designed. So this is the freebie, and then I paired this with sparkly purple, I believe. I don't know the exact color, but anyway, so you have your overlays, your underlays, scripts and icons, and your bottom washi. So I will speed through putting down the base. Okay, so my stickers are all pulled, and moving on to this week. I am technically filming most of these bases and the day by days on the same day, so you might notice similarities. So starting off on Monday, which I published my plan with me, but totally forgot to put my month scripts. So usually I put the month that it is currently in, and then if like a month starts within the week, I just put it on top. Anyway, moving on. After that, I worked from 9 to 5, so pretty much it was already like, I believe, yeah, last week I asked how many hours I have left, so I technically could have made a lot more hours or worked a lot more hours beforehand instead of working from, was it this week? No, this week, since I was working 9 to 5. I could have technically, these 2 days I could have worked 9 to 5, and then the week prior I could have worked a lot more hours, knowing if I had over 600 hours. So it was just like kind of dumb in a way, but I didn't know. I didn't question it until last week. Technically speaking, I stuck this. You just ripped the paper too. Yeah. Okay, so after that, I came home and watched Dr. Odyssey. Then I got a package from ScribblePrintsco, which was my mystery kit. And then I packed orders and printed planners, and that was Monday. On to Tuesday. I worked from 9 to 5 again, so pretty much this whole, after last week, I pretty much worked from 9 to 5, except the last week, or my last week of work, because it was spring break week. So technically, I couldn't work 9 to 5 because they were only open from 10 to 3, which was kind of ridiculous. But it's fine. At least I maximized the number of hours I could have worked. And then they were like, oh, maybe someone will take your line, but they don't even know. So yeah. And they can't transfer it to anyone else because of how it's arranged. So anyway, so after that I watched Rescue High Surf. Then I marked my cousin's birthday, and this was funny because I think I mentioned it in the plan with me, like my regular plan with me's. I used to spell his name, or I spelled his name wrong once, and I learned my lesson the hard way. I gave him the card. He was like, my name isn't Brain, it's Brian. I was like, oh no. So anyway, that was pretty funny. So I watched Will Trent, and then packed orders, and it was also payday. This was my first paycheck, I believe, for college assistant, so my part-time job. So this job that I'm currently working. So yeah, anyway, oh, and I found out like all the paperwork for my new job. I get paid bi-monthly, which is the 15th, or not bi-monthly, so they call it semi-monthly, so it's on the 15th and the last day of the month. And I'm just like, oh gosh, how does that even work? My brain doesn't function like that. I've always known, because my last full-time job, it was bi-weekly. So yeah, I don't know. I need to like get used to it, I guess. Why did I have to put that all the way up there? No idea. So if you guys get paid on the 15th and the last day of the month, please let me know. Because what if the day falls on a weekend? Do I get paid the Friday before or the Monday after? Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm just confused. Anyway, so on to Wednesday, I worked from 9 to 5 once again. I came home and packed orders and watched a bunch of TV shows, which technically is only 3. So I watched The Hunting Party, which I'm hoping gets renewed, but we shall see, because NBC has not renewed any, or they renewed a few shows, but not all of them yet. And then The Rookie, then The Cleaning Lady is back. So that is Wednesday. On to Thursday. I worked from 9 to 5 once again, and typically I get Fridays off anyway, so it's fine. Then I could actually space this out a bit more. Oh my goodness. I watched The Masked Singer, Will Trent, and I printed planners. And that was Thursday. On to Friday. It was my cat's 9th birthday. Technically this is the day we got her. We don't know her exact date because she was technically, her mom was a stray, like a street cat. So one of my brother's friends took the cat in, and then all the babies they just gave away. And we got one of them. So this is technically her gotcha day, but we just say her birthday because we celebrate her. Then I watched 911, Dr. Odyssey, and then Matlock, and oh my goodness, if you haven't watched the season finale, it was pretty good, but I'm just like, I kind of figured who it was, but yeah. It didn't really leave on a cliffhanger, but enough to be like questioning what will happen next season. So after that, I went to drop off packages, or no, technically this was simultaneously. So this day I went to do my eyebrows, which I totally forgot to mark, which is fine. But after that, after doing the eyebrows, technically it was my dad's doctor's appointment first, and I totally did this out of order. It is fine. So my dad had a doctor's appointment, and my mom kind of scheduled it in a way where it kind of worked out. So me and my mom, we both went to get our eyebrows done, because I wanted to make sure I got it done before I started work. And I can clean it up myself. I just can't shape it, if that makes sense. So pretty much after that, my dad just went straight to his doctor's appointment. Then my mom, we had like a quick snack. Then I dropped her off at her doctor's appointment, and then I went to the post office. So yeah, that was it. And then for dinner, we had tofu. And holy moly, tofu is a Korean spot in Chinatown, and that cost in total with tips was $100. I was like, haha, no, never again for dinner. Like, what the heck? That was quite expensive. So anyway, on to Saturday. I marked down that I watched TV shows, print and cut, stickers, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I line everything. Oops. Or I have enough space. So either Friday or Saturday I would watch a bunch of TV shows just to catch up. I still haven't watched my CW shows. I caught up on Wild Cards, but not All American, because I don't know. I'm at this point where I'm 5 episodes behind, and I could just wait. That is so off, but it's fine. I could just wait until it goes on to Netflix, if that makes sense. So I started the day watching FBI Most Wanted and International. It'll soon be just FBI, or FBI and FBI CIA, which I've just put FBI/CIA, if it's all the same day. Then I print and cut stickers, watched Tracker, because Most Wanted and International got canceled, which people are fighting to uncancel it, but I highly doubt it, because I think their budget is way higher, so that's why, I guess, they kind of canceled those 2 shows, or they definitely did cancel it. Anyway, so after that, I went to my dog's doctor's appointment. Again, he just needed a follow-up, and yeah, after that, I watched The Equalizer, Watson, NCIS Sydney, and Fire Country, as well as Packing Orders. And that was Saturday. On to Sunday, the last day of the week. Slowly catching up. After the following week, I will be caught up. I'll be current to the Plan with Me's when I'm filming this. But, yeah. Oh no. Did not space this correctly. No. Shimmy this. And then I'll put that label down. And then center this. Voila. Okay, so I printed planners. Then I did some planning time. Watched NCIS Origins. And then this was the day where I went pottery painting with my coworkers. Then we went to Buddha Bokai, which is like a vegan or vegetarian place. And then we had Icy Melon. It was like a group of, it was 6 of us in total, but I only have this many or like friend stickers like this, so just might as well just use them. And then we decided last minute they actually 2 of them was going to walk the Brooklyn Bridge, and I was like, we can walk the Brooklyn Bridge, I don't really care, but I just wanted to go get bakery stuff, so yeah, they just allowed me to go, and then we just walked the Brooklyn Bridge together. So it took us almost 40 minutes to walk the entire thing, from Chinatown, or from City Hall to, or Manhattan to City Hall. I mean, my goodness, Manhattan to, Brooklyn, because they're both city halls where the bridge is, where it kind of like lands. So I was just like, huh? Anyway, so this is the whole spread. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!